Hey guys, in this video I want to do a full review of the Galaxy A3, which is the new, of course, the new smallest smartphone from Samsung. There is no S6 mini or any other phone that will be released, so currently you can say that this is the smallest Samsung phone we have, and in Galaxy lineup. It's called as A3 2016. It has a 4.7-inch display, so it is for those people who really want a compact device instead of a big screen phone. So yeah, it has a smaller display, and also it has a really nice build quality. So if we first talk about the price, it comes with a price point of $300, at least where I live. And if we first start talking about the build quality here, I think it's really worth it. It has glass on the back and it has aluminum on the sides. So I mean, what more you can ask? Obviously, you are worried about the glass on the back. Is it durable enough or not? So yeah, for that you have to use a case or anything like that, because you can't trust glass. It looks good, but it's not durable. That's the question. I don't know how durable this is because I use this phone with care, because I know if I'm going to drop it, the chances are that it might break. So yeah, it's premium, but it has its weakness also. So, but yeah, I think it's absolutely worth it. The build quality is worth it, and also if we talk about the display, it's 4.7-inch 720p display, which is, of course, I think it's the best beautiful display resolution we have for this size. No problem, especially it's very impressive when it comes to outdoor viewing. It looks really nice, has a nice brightness level, so you won't be having any problem in sunlight. And if we talk about the internals, this one has a 1.5 gigs of RAM, which is, I think, enough for using like 4 apps or maybe like 5 apps at the same time. And of course, you can't expect a lot from this phone in terms of multitasking. It can handle any game at at any FPS. Of course, it can handle games like GTA San Andreas without any problem because of the Melee T720 GPU. It has the same chipset as the Galaxy A5 and the A7, but the difference is that it has the quad-core processor, not octa-core. But still, it does the job very well. Obviously, you have to understand that this phone is not for gaming or like extreme thing. I mean, it can handle gaming, but that's a good thing. But you are buying this phone because you want to have like a good Android experience and all that. You can't expect to have like performance, getting all the performance out of this phone, because it's a mid-range phone. For some people it might be budget, but I think it's a mid-range phone, and it's best suited for business people, maybe because this phone can run things like Facebook, social apps, and all that without any problem. And I feel a lot comfortable using this phone because it's small. And nowadays we have really big phones, like let's say like A5. I mean, the phones that are in the A series are above 5 inch, so 5.2 inch for the A5, 5.5 inch for the A7. So it's a really good thing that we have a small display phone. But remember, not everyone wants a small display phone. If you have $300, the question is that whether you want to buy this phone or not. The thing is that there are used flagship phones available, like LG G4. You might be able to get like G4 for $350 or $330. So it's up to you to decide which phone you want to get. I mean, of course, G4 has a better camera and all that. G4 is better phone as compared to the Galaxy A3. There's no comparison, but you can still see that the price of this phone is pretty huge. Okay, so but those people who really are interested in this design, I think this design is actually better than the G4's, leather back or plastic. I mean, if we talk about premiumness, okay, so you can pay $300 for this phone if you really want a small phone. Other than that, if you want the best phone out of the price out of the $300 price point, then yeah, a used flagship phone can be a better deal. So also, it has the speaker at the bottom. It has the dual SIM capabilities. You can't really put SIM card and dual SIM at the same time. like you can do on the A5 and the A7. Remember that there's no SIM tray on the top like we have on the A5 and A7. So the only thing we have is this one. In this tray, you can either put one SIM card and one SD card, or two SIM cards. So it's up to you to decide. And also, we don't really get the fingerprint reader here on the home key, so that's also something that is not available with the A3. And also, if we talk about the camera, I'm really satisfied by the camera. What can I say? $300, I think it's really worth it. Camera wise, it's really worth it. They improved the sensor so much, it performs really good. Compared to the last year's Galaxy A3, it bumped it from 8 to 13. It can also record videos up to 1080p. Front is 5 megapixel. Also has the improved sensor f1.9, so you get a little bit more brighter selfies, a little bit brighter photos quality overall indoor and in low light situations. We even have the Pro mode where you can mess around with white balance and all that. I'm overall impressed with the camera. So people ask me that how durable this device is. I mean, it uses glass at the back. Now personally, I recommend that if you are planning to buy these phones, I mean A5, A7 or A3, I recommend that you should use a case or something like that, you know, for protection, because you can't trust glass. It can break easily. So yeah, that's that. And another thing that people are asking is about the battery, and I think it really is really worth for the battery, you know, compared to its price. It performs really good. So if I go into settings, I think it has 2300 milliamp hours of battery, which is good for its 4.7-inch 720p display. So remember, not 1080p, there's not much pixels there. So going into battery, let's see here, details. Of course, you do get this power saving mode for increase the battery time. You also get ultra power saving mode to increase it more further. So if you go into battery usage, you can see this is what is happening. Cell standby. I'm not using this phone a lot because, you know, I do have all other phones also. So yeah, we do have a little bit less screen time there, but I'm pretty sure that this phone can survive up to 1 day plus easily if you use it for music, if you use it for like WhatsApp and all that, if you don't really do a lot of gaming. So just a normal gaming, but yeah, it's impressive. Well, still, it's you know, people they you know, the people that are around me, my friends, they're just not thinking about buying this phone because they think that you should spend money on like a used G4 or a used S6 or a used, you know. That's kind of true. If I had like $300, if I had to buy a phone, the best phone out of $300, then I would have looked for a used flagship phone to get the best camera and all that things. But again, I think if you go for this phone, you're not gonna be disappointed by its camera, its build quality and all that. They are up to the mark. But again, it is small in size for special people. It may not be the best one out of your money, but still it does the job very well. So any questions, any stuff that you guys want to know, do let me know, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.